It was the end of summer. I was 17. I thought I had all the answers to the questions I still don't know the answers to. It was the first time I felt heartbreak. I thought I knew what love was, but now I look back and realize that I was just in love with love. I was left alone. It was the first time I had to cope with complicated emotions. Years later, it was the middle of summer. I was 23. I knew I didn't have the answers to the questions that I still don't know the answers to, but I knew what love was. Now I look back and realize that I was actually in love. Yet again, I was left alone. Except this time I ran away because someone came in between the love I had. It wasn't the first time I had to cope with complicated emotions. And there I was, like a deer in the headlights, like a deer right before the car hits. Some days, I felt like I was hit and lying on the side of the road, and there were other days where everything froze and the car was still miles away before it hit me. I could see the car in the distance and knew it was coming sooner or later, but I still stood there to enjoy the trees and the smell of summer. And some nights, it felt like the car swerved and hit a tree before it could even hit me, and I stood there, unfazed. It's been a weird couple of years, but I've learned a lot about myself. I remember being in high school and seeing friends jump from relationship to relationship, and I would sit and watch and just never understand. Maybe my friends at the time were just lonely. Maybe my friends just needed someone to fill a void. Maybe they just needed someone to hold on to while going through all the weird growing up and high school bullshit. I just never understood that. I spent the later years of high school playing shows in church basements and VFW halls across the Midwest. That always seemed to fill whatever empty holes I had in my weird, awkward, lanky high school self. But I honestly just never understood how someone could emotionally jump from one person to another. And I still don't. Even in my 20s, I've seen friends jump from one emotional black hole to another, and I still don't get it. Maybe my friends need someone to be there for them while they sift between their youth and growing up. I've spent my 20s working dead-end jobs, sleeping in vans, and playing shows across the country. That seems to fill whatever void I have in my weird, lanky 20-something-year-old self. I don't think I'm supposed to get it. Even in my 20s, I still have the same misunderstanding of connecting that I had in high school. Maybe I'm just turning into an old, lonely, pissed-off dude. I don't know. Late at night when I get too honest, I feel like I need someone there. But when I wake up in the morning to get my daily dose of caffeine and nicotine, I'm just fine standing alone. And as the day goes on, I wish I had the same peace of mind that I have in the morning when I wake up. And when the sun goes down, it seems like my demons just keep running after me. Those demons are things that I eventually overcome before I stop overthinking and go to sleep. They have and will eventually make me even stronger. I guess what I'm trying to get across is that we all need time alone. Don't settle with love, friendships, relationships, or whatever you fill your heart with. If you are alone and feel like it's the worst thing ever, it's not. I promise. You're supposed to be alone right now. You're supposed to be alone right now to grow. And if you are emotionally involved with people or things in your life that you don't feel strong about, get out. We are too young to settle. Life is too short to settle. Just be happy alone and let everything and everyone around you add to your happiness.